With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he knocks the ball away that falls incomplete.
The man coverage is worth the side, yet he never admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Walker with a grab, left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield. They sometimes call it a bend. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And this one complete again to Mims. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let it.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ken Walker, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 5. Herbert now. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Again, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Herbert's throw complete here to Komet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cleveland's on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know where you really should have felt that game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
25 yards that time.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far. Incomplete.
Herbert back to the air. And this one is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This defense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fun of that is to get through it. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A first and 10. They go play action now. Wilson out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Running right, here's Walker.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. John Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Justin Herbert. And again, back to Kmet. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Herbert.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Herbert going to change the play here.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Sanders got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now Wilson on second down. Steps away to his left. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. Not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mims in motion right. Running left is Walker.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Now 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Here's Walker.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
P-Ride will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA. T. Higgins, 45 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
78 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that will really reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's say 200-plus. When a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a potentially fatal blow.